Did you know that 70% of people can't resist the urge for instant rewards, even when it harms their future? We're living in an age of quick fixes, instant notifications, fast food, and social media likes. But what if I told you that constantly chasing these quick pleasures is actually holding you back from achieving your true potential? In this video, we're going to explore why seeking instant gratification is a trap, and how it's silently sabotaging your success. You'll discover how this craving for immediate rewards rewires your brain, reduces your self-control, and leads to stress. But don't worry, there's good news. I'll share simple, proven strategies to help you break free from this cycle. You'll learn how to rewire your brain, play the long game, and unlock the power of patience. Get ready to transform your mindset and start making choices that set you up for lasting success. Let's dive in. Chapter 1. The illusion of the quick fix. Why instant gratification is a trap. We've all been there. Reaching for our phones to check notifications, grabbing unhealthy snacks when we're bored, or scrolling mindlessly through social media. The feeling of instant pleasure is addictive, but it comes with a hidden cost. The brain loves quick rewards, and this desire for instant gratification can derail our long-term goals. According to a study by the American Psychological Association, 70% of people struggle with resisting immediate rewards, which explains why habits like procrastination and overeating are so common. But here's the catch. While these quick fixes feel good in the moment, they often leave us feeling worse in the long run. Research from Stanford University reveals that people who practice delayed gratification tend to be more successful and have better overall well-being. So why does the brain crave instant rewards? It's all about dopamine, the feel-good chemical. When we receive an instant reward, dopamine spikes, reinforcing the behavior. But over time, this creates a dependency on the quick fix. The problem? Our long-term goals don't trigger the same immediate dopamine hit. A 2017 study in psychological science found that people who were trained to delay gratification performed better on tasks requiring self-control. But here's the twist: instant gratification doesn't lead to lasting happiness. In fact, it can increase stress and anxiety. A report by the National Institutes of Health shows that the more we indulge in quick pleasures, the more we become desensitized to them, leading us to seek even greater rewards. To break this cycle, we need to rethink how we approach satisfaction. By shifting our focus from instant pleasure to meaningful progress, we can achieve lasting fulfillment. Chapter 2. Delayed success. The power of playing the long game. Long-term success doesn't come from immediate rewards, it comes from dedication and patience. In a world that prizes quick results, the ability to delay gratification is more important than ever. Studies show that people who can wait for larger rewards tend to experience higher levels of achievement and happiness. For example, in Walter Mischel's famous marshmallow experiment, children who resisted the temptation to eat a marshmallow right away were more successful later in life. They had better academic outcomes, higher SAT scores, and were healthier overall. Think about athletes like Serena Williams or Michael Jordan. They didn't get to the top by taking shortcuts. They focused on the long road of discipline, practice, and perseverance. Success is built in the trenches, and it's the willingness to invest time and effort that makes the difference. A survey by the University of California found that 85% of successful people attribute their achievements to consistent long-term effort rather than lucky breaks. But playing the long game doesn't mean waiting passively. It means working steadily, even when the immediate rewards aren't visible. Take Elon Musk, for instance. He invested years of hard work into SpaceX and Tesla before seeing the massive returns. He once said, "It's important to view knowledge as an asset that compounds over time." Patience, focus, and hard work are the foundation of his success. You don't need to be a billionaire or an athlete to understand this concept. Whether you're trying to lose weight, start a business, or improve your skills, the principle remains the same. Small, consistent efforts over time can lead to massive results. And the best part? You're building resilience, too. Studies show that the longer we wait for a reward, the more resilient we become. Delayed gratification not only helps us achieve our goals but also makes us stronger in the process. Chapter 3. Mind over matter. Rewiring your brain for patience. Now that you understand the importance of delaying gratification, let's talk about how you can actually make it happen. The first step is recognizing that patience is a skill you can develop, not just something you either have or don't. Research from Duke University found that people can strengthen their self-control with practice. Much like exercising a muscle, the more you practice patience, the stronger it becomes. One powerful strategy is mindfulness. A study published in Psychological Science showed that mindfulness exercises help participants improve their ability to delay gratification. When we practice being present, we start to notice our urges without acting on them. This helps us resist the pull of instant pleasure. It's like pressing pause before making a decision, allowing us to think about the long-term consequences. Meditation, deep breathing, or simply pausing to reflect can help us regain control. Another key tactic is goal setting. When we have clear, meaningful goals in front of us, it becomes easier to resist distractions. According to a 2018 study in the Journal of Positive Psychology, people who set specific goals are more likely to stay on track and delay gratification. By breaking down your goals into manageable steps, you create a roadmap that keeps you focused and motivated. The process becomes more rewarding because each milestone you hit feels like a mini celebration. Another surprising yet effective strategy is self-compassion. Research from Dr. Kristen Neff, a pioneer in the study of self-compassion, shows that being kind to yourself can help build patience. When we make mistakes, we're less likely to get frustrated or give up if we treat ourselves with understanding. Instead of beating yourself up for not having instant success, encourage yourself to keep going. Acknowledging your progress, no matter how small, keeps the momentum going. Lastly, you can improve your patience by changing your environment. Surround yourself with people who have similar goals and values. A study published in Psychology Today showed that social influence plays a significant role in developing self-control. If you're constantly surrounded by people who prioritize instant gratification, it will be much harder for you to resist those impulses. But if you connect with individuals who value patience and long-term rewards, you'll naturally start to adopt those behaviors. In the end, rewiring your brain for patience takes time, but it's worth the effort. By practicing mindfulness, setting clear goals, embracing self-compassion, and surrounding yourself with supportive influences, you'll start to notice a shift in your ability to resist instant gratification. The more you practice these strategies, the easier it will become to choose long-term rewards over fleeting pleasures. And the more you do this, the closer you get to becoming the person you've always wanted to be. If you're finding these strategies helpful, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more content to help you take control of your future. Chapter 4. The Ripple Effect. How your choices impact your future self. Every decision you make today has a ripple effect on your future. The choices you make now might seem small, but over time, they add up to shape the person you become. A study by the University of Pennsylvania showed that small habits, like saving money or exercising, consistently over time, lead to significant improvements in health and financial well-being. On the flip side, poor choices, like procrastinating or indulging in unhealthy habits, compound into negative consequences. Think about it this way: every action you take is a vote for the type of person you want to become. In James Clear's book Atomic Habits, he explains how tiny habits build up over time. He says, "You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems." This means that your habits, even the small ones, are the foundation of your future success. The key to making better choices is to start thinking long-term. Instead of focusing on immediate satisfaction, ask yourself how today's decisions will affect your tomorrow. For instance, skipping a workout might feel good in the moment, but in a few weeks, you'll notice how it impacts your health. On the other hand, investing time in learning a new skill may feel difficult now, but in the long run, it'll pay off. According to a 2018 study in the Journal of Behavioral Decision-Making, people who focus on their future selves are more likely to make decisions that benefit their long-term well-being. One practical strategy to harness the power of the ripple effect is to create a future self vision. Take a moment to think about where you want to be in 5 or 10 years. Write down your goals and make a list of actions that will get you there. When you begin to see how each decision contributes to this vision, it becomes easier to choose what's best for your future. Another useful tactic is to build accountability into your life. A study in Psychological Science found that people are more likely to make long-term choices if they have someone holding them accountable. This could be a friend, a mentor, or even a group of like-minded individuals. When someone else is watching, it's easier to stay on track. Lastly, remind yourself regularly that you are building a legacy. Every small action counts. Whether it's investing in your health, relationships, or career, your daily choices are creating a ripple effect that will shape your future. And as Clear says, success is the product of daily habits, not once-in-a-lifetime transformations. If you're enjoying these insights, be sure to subscribe to stay updated on more powerful strategies to help you level up. Chapter 5. The Dopamine Dilemma. How to break free from the digital addiction. Dopamine is the chemical in your brain that makes you feel good when you achieve something rewarding. But in today's digital world, dopamine has been hijacked. Social media, constant notifications, and streaming services all provide quick bursts of pleasure, which keep you coming back for more. Studies have shown that these technologies are designed to trigger your dopamine system, keeping you hooked. According to a 2019 study by the University of California, people check their phones an average of 58 times per day, often driven by the dopamine rush they get from each notification. The problem is, this cycle of digital addiction leads to a reduced capacity for delayed gratification. When we're constantly chasing the next notification, it becomes harder to resist the pull of instant rewards in other areas of life. The constant use of digital devices can also lead to mental fatigue, lower attention spans, and even anxiety. A study in the Journal of Social and Clinical Psychology found that social media usage is directly linked to increased feelings of loneliness and depression. Breaking free from digital addiction requires conscious effort. One strategy is to set phone-free times during the day. For example, designate the first hour of your morning or the last hour before bed to be phone-free. This allows your brain to reset and reduces the dopamine spikes caused by notifications. You can also try the dopamine detox method, which involves temporarily giving up activities that trigger dopamine release, like social media or binge-watching TV shows. Research by Dr. Cameron Seppa, a clinical psychologist, shows that periodic digital detoxes help reset your brain's reward system and reduce addiction. Another approach is to create more meaningful digital habits. Rather than mindlessly scrolling through your feed, focus on using technology to support your goals. For example, use apps that help you track progress on your personal development or learning. Studies show that people who use technology to learn or improve themselves report feeling more satisfied and less addicted. Finally, you can train your brain to enjoy longer rewards by practicing mindfulness. Research in psychological science shows that mindfulness exercises help regulate dopamine and reduce the craving for instant gratification. By becoming more aware of your digital habits, you can break free from the cycle of immediate pleasure and start focusing on long-term satisfaction. Chapter 6. Embrace the struggle. Why growth happens in the hardest moments. The path to personal growth is not easy. It's filled with challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But it's precisely in these tough times that we grow the most. There's a saying by Tony Robbins, "The quality of your life is the quality of your emotions." And when we face discomfort, we're forced to tap into deeper reserves of strength and resilience. Research shows that challenges help us develop grit, a key predictor of long-term success. In Grit, The Power of Passion and Perseverance, Angela Duckworth explains that people who persevere through difficult situations tend to achieve their goals more than those who give up at the first sign of struggle. The brain actually becomes stronger when it's forced to work through adversity. According to a 2015 study published in Cognition and Emotion, individuals who faced challenges and overcame them had better problem-solving skills and higher emotional intelligence. Embracing discomfort also helps us develop patience. When we go through hard times and come out the other side, we realize that enduring discomfort leads to valuable growth. It shifts our mindset from seeking comfort to finding strength in struggle. This is particularly relevant when it comes to building new skills. Whether it's learning a new language, developing a business, or improving your health, the early stages are always the hardest. But pushing through those tough moments leads to breakthroughs that would never happen if we took the easy road. Another strategy for embracing the struggle is to reframe failure. Instead of seeing failure as something negative, view it as a necessary part of the learning process. A study by Dr. Carol Dweck, author of Mindset, The New Psychology of Success, shows that people with a growth mindset, those who see challenges as opportunities, are more likely to persist and succeed. Failure becomes a lesson, not a setback. Lastly, find purpose in the struggle. When we know why we're facing a challenge, it becomes easier to endure. A 2019 study from the Journal of Positive Psychology found that people who have a clear sense of purpose are better equipped to handle stress and overcome difficulties. When you can see the bigger picture, the struggle becomes worthwhile. Growth isn't about avoiding challenges, it's about embracing them. It's in the moments of difficulty that we discover what we're truly capable of. By reframing failure, developing grit, and finding purpose in struggle, you'll build the resilience needed to succeed in all areas of life. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these strategies, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on more tips for taking control of your life and unlocking your potential.